Hi, this is Lisa Alden. I'd like to welcome you to Thread Painting 101. This is the process I use for my project for this semester. First thing you'll need is a sewing machine that you can attach a embroidery foot to. The newer machines have what we call feed dogs, which have to be lowered. You will also need lots and lots of threads. I use different color threads. You'll need white cotton fabric. You'll need 2 pieces and a piece of white cotton batting, quilt batting. They need to be approximately at least 1 to 2 inches larger than your project. You will also need a embroidery hoop, a pair of scissors, and for this project I use Crayola crayons for my pigment. You'll need a hot clothes iron and a roll of paper towels. I will explain later in the video what this is used for. First thing I do is I pick out a subject for my project. And in this subject is women from around the world. And I have chosen Mother Teresa and the monarchy of the Kuna Indians from 1993. Once you have your subject picked out, you will need to draw it onto one of your pieces of white cotton fabric. I use pencil to do this. After that, I put the fabric into a hoop and then I color with the crayons, and I apply several different layers of color to the fabric. Once that is done, then I take the fabric to the iron and I iron it with the paper towel down face first. The iron is just hot, no steam. The reason I do this is it pulls the wax out of the fabric and makes the fabric soft again, which if you leave the wax in there, it will make the fabric hard and can cause problems with your sewing machine. Once this is done, then I take it to the machine, and while I pin 3 pieces together, the back, the bottom, the batting, and then the project on top, face up. And then I just put it underneath the sewing machine and I sew. Depending on the texture I want, sometimes I move the piece rapidly fast, which gives me larger stitches, looser stitches, and I also move the piece very, very slow, which makes the stitches very, very small, condensed, and tight. This gives me the different depth that I want as well as texture. I also use many different shades of one color. As you see here, I'm doing the black, and I use gray, a light gray, a darker gray, all the way up to a shade of black in this one section of the project. After the project is totally thread painted, I will take it off the machine. I will trim it off, square it all up with a rotary cutter, and then I take it back to the machine and I do a zigzag stitch all the way around this piece so that it is bordered off. As you will see, the piece becomes alive with the thread painting. Afterwards, you will see here is a project that's almost finished, and you can tell the different colors of thread in the piece. And this is the vinyl one. This one is totally done. I use a frame to frame these pieces, and but I do not mat them because I want the whole full effect of the edging of the piece as well. And that is my presentation for Thread Painting 101.